The book of Proverbs, chapter 8 and verse 4.
Listen up.
Unto you, all men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of men.
The Lord is talking to the men. The Lord is putting the spirit of the lion back in you men. You men, y'all nationality, you the Israelites. The great men that's written about in this Bible, the nationality that them people over there stealing from us and trying to be, that's y'all. That's the blood that's running through y'all veins. The King David, the King Solomon, the Samson. All those men, that's y'all ancestors.
That's right.
But they got us downtrodden in society on the bottom of the barrel.
That's right.
They destroyed us. One of the things that they did to destroy us first was take our image from us. The greatest revolutionary to ever walk this earth, Jesus the Christ. The greatest revolutionary. So what have you been taught to believe about Jesus Christ? Since how old are you?
23.
23. You still got time to become great in this world.
That's right.
All right. You got time to become the great people that we are. We're the Israelites.
That's
Black,
right.
Hispanics, and Native Americans. We're great people, but we've been brought to a lower state because we walked away from what? God's laws.
That's right.
All this stuff happened to our people. All this stuff happened to our people where we were scattered all over the earth. All right? So you 23, and now you learning the true image of Christ. Listen to that, because the churches say, oh, it don't matter what, you ever been to church? The churches say, oh, it don't matter what he looked like. Just believe in him. Well, if he was a real person, then he must have had looked like something.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? So what if we just finding out that he looks like that, then why this? Why did they give us this? Job, let's finish this and then we're going to go to Job.
Beloved, believe not every spirit, but
Don't believe every spirit. Believe the spirit that you read out of this book. Because we believed this wholeheartedly with no questions asked. But then we read in this book that, hey, he looked like us. Read.
but try the spirits, whether they are of God.
How do you try the spirits? You match up what's being written, what's being said, and what's written in this book. For example, Malachi 2 and 7 real quick. Hold that. This is how you try the spirit of these pastors and these so-called evangelists and these so-called men of God. Hey, bro, what's his name? Mitchell. So I'm teaching the sister how to try the spirit. The scriptures say we got to try the spirits. So we're going to see how we're going to try the spirit, because we got these pastors in these churches telling us all kinds of stuff, feeding us all kinds of lies, got us feeding their pockets. But let's try the spirit. What should we be learning from these so-called pastors? What should we be learning from these so-called ministers? Listen to this.
The book of Malachi, chapter 2 and verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge.
We should be learning from the priests. We should be learning from the preachers and the ministers. We should be being edified. You don't want to walk out of the church and you done had a good song and dance, then somebody asks you what you learned, some motivational speech or prosperity doctrine.
Bring it up.
And read.
And they should seek the law.
They should seek what?
The law.
Because what's going to save us when Christ returns? Keeping of God's law.
That's right.
Knowing what we need to do to serve our God correctly. Read.
And they should seek the law at his mouth.
At his what?
At his mouth.
That's what these preachers should be doing. They should be telling us what we need to do to get right with God. Why? Because judgment is coming to this earth.
That's right.
Give me Revelations 13 and 10. The people who have did all this to us, they haven't had that judgment yet.
That's right.
The Lord has their judgment reserved. So, hey, what's his name again? Mitchell. Check it out. Hey, Mitchell, let me ask you a question real quick before you pimp off. Let me ask you a question. Don't you hear brothers going around calling each other gods and calling each other kings? You never heard that before? A lot of our people, we be like, what up, God? What up, king? The gods and kings supposed to live like this, walking through trash?
Bring it out.
We got abandoned stores, but then when we go over into Whitefish Bay What's the other one?
Shorewood.
Shorewood. We marvel. Oh wow, look how they neighborhood
Bring
look.
it out!
But if we just cleaned up a little bit, our neighborhood could look just as good. We're not
That's
living
right.
like gods and we're not living like kings. Why? Because we fell from our kingship when we stopped keeping God's laws.
Right.
All these laws that God gave us, they make it think like, oh, if you start serving the Lord, your life ends, you're not going to have no fun. No, when you serve the Lord, life begins.
Right.
Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. Those are things that we need in our community.
That's right.
Would thou shalt not kill help our community, or would it hurt our community? It would definitely help our community.
Right.
There's laws in here. This Bible, you ever heard what they say? Oh, the Bible is basic instructions before leaving earth. It really is. This
That's
Bible
right.
teaches us everything from how to eat, how to dress, how to walk, how to talk. This Bible tells us how to live and we ain't listening to it. Why? Because they set this image up. And they enslaved our people and forced us to follow this image.
Bring it out.
And now we look at this Bible and we say, oh, that book ain't got nothing to do with us. Now we looking for something else. We looking for all African religions. What's they call it? Egyptology,
Bring it out.
the Pan-Africanism, the laws of Ma'at. But the whole time they keeping our secret. They keeping our weapon. They keeping our. This ain't no book. Who's seen the book of Eli? This ain't no book. It's a weapon.
Bring it out!
Read that.
Book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Listen up, listen and understand. Read.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Who led who into captivity? Who brought us over here on boats and whipped our backs, made us work from sun up to sundown?
Bring it out.
Before we married a sister, who came and tested her out? Before we even jumped the broom and married our wife.
Bring it out. T-Talk.
Master had to test that thing out before we married our own wife. And whenever he desired her, he can go and grab her and what nothing we could do about it.
Bring it out.
All that is documented in the Bible. But the Lord said this, because God is a just God. Read.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
So those who have been led into captivity, your captives are going into captivity.
That's right.
Those who have been killed with the sword, your killers, your murderers, your oppressors are going to be killed with the sword.
That's right.
That's justice. God is a just God.
Right.
We be marching, no justice, no peace. The Bible right here is giving us justice.
Bring it out.
The Bible right here is giving us peace. We got to come back to it.
Right.
We got to come back to it. So you got that flyer right there. All right, come here. Let me show you something. Did they bring out a law? Let me show you something that was hidden from us. Deuteronomy 22 and 5. This is something that they hid. They keep our people in sin because they know if we start back keeping God's laws, that God is going to come and fight and defend us. But he's not going to come and defend us as long as we're in the midst of sin.
Right.
You see that? So read this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
So this is plain and simple. Woman ain't supposed to wear no pants. Come here, bro. What's your name again? Woman ain't supposed to wear no pants. Men ain't supposed to wear no dress. That's
Right.
plain and simple.
Right.
But around at the end of the 60s, 69, they had a woman named Gloria Steinem. She started pushing this feminist agenda and pulled our sisters into it. And what came along in that agenda is our women taking on the fashion of wearing pants.
Right.
Now it's normal, but when you read the scriptures, God don't like that.
That's right.
Why you walking off, bro? You don't want to come in? You said you're going to come hear us out. See that? Our people don't want to hear this Bible. We think this has nothing to do with us. But this has everything to do with us. Give me Deuteronomy 28. How did we get over here to the shores of the mirror?
Down back to work.
Where you work at? Huh? Okay, that's got to take care of the people who can't take care of themselves. That's a good deed. There were sisters that they were called midwives that did something like that.
Right.
They took care of the pregnant women. They took care of we got to take care of our people. This is what the Bible teaches us how to do it, how to have that charity and take care of our people. So
Right.
give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12. You're an Israelite according to the Bible. I'm going to send you off with this. It's something that we must do as Israelites. All right? Have you ever heard that before? Okay, so you have heard that you're an Israelite. So this is what we must do as Israelites. As blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We are one nation of people. They pulled the divide and conquer on us, so now we think we the blacks and Native Mexicans and Native Puerto Ricans. No, we're supposed to be one nation of people. All right, and we got to come back together. You heard me, bro? You gotta, our people, we gotta gather together. I'm gonna show you that. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee?
The Lord requires us something. All you Israelite men and all you Israelite women, step up. Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul. To keep the commandments of the Lord.
To what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
That's the solution to all our problems.
Right.
So I'm gonna send you away with that, sister. Make sure you give us a call. Now I'm gonna deal with these men.
That's right.
I get excited when I see men. These are the leaders of the community. These are the lions. These are the gods on the earth.
Right.
Stop walking around with y'all heads down. We finna take this thing back.
Right.
This community right here, this ours.
That's right.
This ours, man. Give me the Proverbs 8 and 4. Oh, men I call.
Bring it out.
My voice into the sons of men. Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 8 and verse 4.
Listen up.
Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of men.
The Lord is talking to the men. The Lord is putting the spirit of the lion back in you men. You men, y'all nationality, you the Israelites. The great men that's written about in this Bible, the nationality that them people over there stealing from us and trying to be, that's y'all. That's the blood that's running through y'all veins. The King David, the King Solomon, the Samson. All those men, that's y'all ancestors.
That's right.
But they got us downtrodden in society on the bottom of the barrel.
Right.
They destroyed us. One of the things that they did to destroy us first was take our image from us. The greatest revolutionary that ever walked this earth, Jesus the Christ. The greatest revolutionary, the man that gave his life for his people, they took him and they painted him white.
That's right.
They said, no, they destroyed his image and they destroyed what he stood for. They said, no, he didn't just die for his people. He died for everybody in the whole world.
Bring it out.
And these magnificent laws that God gave us in this Bible, these perfect laws.
Peace.
What the laws? Give me Psalm 19 and 7. Did we finish that?
Yes, sir.
Give me Psalm 19 and 7. Let me show y'all what these laws will do for y'all. Bring them over here, Zap. Bring them over here. I want to show them. I want to show them what these laws will do for them. Because do you believe a man could be perfect? Do you believe a man could be perfect?
In his actions, yes.
Yeah, damn skippy, he could be perfect.
Right.
Let's read that. This is what's gonna make us perfect as men. Read. Because we the leaders of our community, we gotta fix ourselves first.
Right.
And then we gotta come out here and fix this mess.
Right.
We gotta fix this mess because this has been done to us. Our brothers out here killing each other, our women standing up, riding on top of cars, shaking their butts. That's been done to us. We've been destroyed, and it's up to us. We ain't gonna blame nobody because everybody, oh, well, they're blaming them. We ain't gonna blame nobody. We gonna stand up as men and we gonna fix it.
Right.
Read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 19 and verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect.
The laws of God is perfect. You ain't gonna find one flaw in God's laws.
Right.
What's wrong with thou shalt not kill? What's wrong with thou shalt not steal? Huh? What's wrong with marrying a sister? If you entice a sister, what's wrong with marrying her?
Right.
Read.
Converting the soul.
It's gonna convert your soul. It's gonna change you from the man that you are to the man that God wants you to be. It's gonna turn you into. We walk around saying, "What up, King? What up, God?" This is what's gonna make you a God.
That's right.
Applying God's laws. Read.
The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple.
The testimony of the Lord is sure. What these prophets wrote down in this book, your ancestors, the same black, y'all might be the prophets right here standing before our face.
That's right.
The Lord might have brought y'all over here to reignite that spirit that's in y'all. To reignite the spirit that used y'all to write these scriptures down years in times past.
Right.
Read that again.
The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul.
Convert means to change. So God's laws is going to change us. Read.
The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple.
So even if you ain't got no education, you can be dumb as a box of rocks. But you say, what? You know what? I'm going to serve the Lord. I'm going to follow whatever God tell me to do. I'm going to do what he want me to do.
That's right.
That's going to make you wise. Because the so-called wisdom of this world ain't nothing to God. Once you start keeping these laws, it makes you wise. So somebody had a question about the immigration. Why a bunch of first and foremost, look at that sign right there. So our nation ain't just the so-called blacks. It's blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
All right. They divided us and conquered us, split us up. They split us up in language. This is what the Bible says that we should do. Drop that, give me Zephaniah 2. This is what we got to do in these last days. They separated us, so we got to fix what's been done. A lot of these places, these countries, the so-called, well, we're going to be honest, the so-called white man rules in these places where our people live.
Right.
South America. You go overseas. America has what? Embassies established in all these countries. Over there in Haiti, what they do is they raise up a stir. They send their CIA agents and their FBI agents. They raise up a stir, cause a coup, assassinate the person that's over there running the government, and then they put the people who look like the people that's over there in the land, but they got their agenda.
Right.
So they'll set up their own puppets in the government, and they'll turn the country upside down. So our people are leaving those situations. Like, what was that first place? Venezuela. I've seen videos on the internet where the money didn't even mean nothing no more. The economy had crashed. There was money all over the streets.
Figure it out.
Didn't mean nothing, it was just paper. Them people trying to get out of there and come over here. All right? So that's why they upsetting things all over the world. They destroying the places. They putting the people in slavery. They sucking up all the natural resources. And the people are they causing wars and stuff.
Right.
You see what's going on over there in the Middle East? They come up with these stories. Oh, these are terrorists, and they get to bombing them, and later on you find out it's an agenda for them to take the land.
Bring it out.
Read that. So this is what we got to do, and this is a lot of times our people, we get mad because we see other people coming over here, but guess what? Them is our people.
That's right.
And this is what's going to link us all back up together. Because just think, if we all came together as blacks, we'd be moving something. We'd deep as bugs, right? But guess what? If we came back as blacks, Hispanics, and Native American as the Israelites,
that's right.
The Bible says our numbers we cannot be measured like the sands of the sea. That's why they had this. Why they had to divide and conquer. They conquered us through religions. They religions. That's why some of us is Baptist, some of us is Catholic, some of us is Episcopalian. They separated us in language. That's why some of our people speak French, some of our people speak Creole, some of our people speak Spanish.
Let me ask you a question.
Wait a minute, real quick. This is what we got to do. Read.
Book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are the nations that's not desired. God is saying, gather yourselves together. Gather ourselves together under what? Back under God's laws, back under the spirit that's in this book. It's the spirit in this book.
Right.
This how this convert your soul? Because this is a spiritual book. The spirit of Christ is in this book. The greatest revolutionary that walked the earth, that black man right there, his spirit is in this book.
What is the nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word